The Titanic sailed along this very stretch of Belfast Lough. Here at Rayan House, we try to keep the memories of the Titanic alive. In fact, it's a celebration of Belfast's maritime history. And while upstairs you can enjoy the views across the lough to where the Titanic set sail, downstairs you can enjoy the 9-course lavish menu that was served to the first-class passengers on the last night aboard the Titanic. We'll be starting with first course, which is the canopies from the Admiral. If you were dining on the Titanic, really the emphasis was on the food. You know, if you were to take a cruise now, you'd have so much entertainment. On the Titanic, really, they emphasised the food as being the main entertainment for the evening. You could imagine they probably would have arrived for dinner maybe around 6:30, 7 o'clock. It started with canopies and maybe a glass of champagne, and they would be still eating right up until perhaps close to midnight. Now, there were 2 soups on offer in the last evening. One was clear consommé Olga. The second was a cream of barley soup. We're serving the cream of barley this evening. We're just finishing that with some fresh cream, some parsley, and we're just flooding the top of it with a little of whiskey, little Bushmills whiskey. It's an Irish twist, but we know there was plenty of Bushmills on board the Titanic. The third course this evening, we're serving our roasted squab with an asparagus and watercress salad, and we're just going to finish that with a saffron and champagne vinaigrette. Incidentally, this dish was also served at the launch of the Titanic the previous May in the Grand Central Hotel in Belfast for lunch, and was also seemed to be a signatory dish right across the White Star Line. Was served on the Olympic and various other White Star liners. For our 5th course this evening, we're going to serve a rosewater and mint sorbet. The rosewater, I feel, is a great throwback to Edwardian Victorian times, where they used rosewater widely throughout their cooking. It's a flavour we may have forgotten a little bit, but with the mint it really cleanses the palate beautifully. On such a decadent meal, it's a great palate cleanser. Even though it's the 6th course, people still manage to get through it. In fact, Edwardians at the time, they measured their wealth by their girth. The fatter you were, the richer you were. And there we go, we're finished with the foie gras filet mignon, the 6th course that was served to the first-class passengers, a very rich and decadent dish that was served to some very rich, wealthy customers. The dessert that was served was poached peaches. These were poached with cinnamon and cloves, and then it was served with a chartreuse jelly. The chartreuse jelly was widely used by Edwardians and Victorians. In fact, it was a secret recipe for chartreuse that's been devised by the monks. In fact, only 2 monks at one time ever know, and still to this day, ever know the recipe of chartreuse. We know from the records the cheese on the last night was Emmental, Edam, Stilton, cheeses that are still on the go today. They would have sat over cheese for quite a while actually, and then moved on to cigars, and brandies and all the post-dinner drinks. We came up with the idea to sort of run the Titanic menu around 2 years ago. And we thought we'd just try it for a couple of nights, just to see how it would go, and we had no idea really the interest that would have come from running the last meal on the Titanic. So there you go, that was the 9th course, tea, coffee and petit fours. The grand finale to what I hope everyone enjoyed was a fabulous meal. Exhausting work, but well worth it.